hope you had a good time listening to sports with Blessing on Sports Bang. I find it usually very exciting to have all those happenings in the world of sports and have Blessing tell it in the very talented and creative way that she relays it to you. It's just so spectacular to see. So I'm definitely sure that you had a good time listening to that. Welcome to the concluding part of the Morning Splash. This segment is known as Beyond the Surface, and today our focus, ladies and gentlemen, will be our National Assembly. Precisely, well, the Senate. I don't know why I'm excited, but maybe it has something to do with the recent viral video, which would be the last thing that I play for you, because, yes, I will be sharing some audio with you regarding certain things that went out in this past week as far as the Senate is concerned. But I would want for us to start with the Senate's refusal of the resolution to go to send Nigerian soldiers to Niger should there be a situation that calls for it, right? We saw, as reported across various newspapers some days ago, that the Senate asked the chairman of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, President Bola Tinubu, and other leaders of the region to tread with caution in addressing the political quagmire in Niger Republic following the sack of the democratically elected administration of Mohamed Bazoum. Rising from a closed-door session that lasted close to 2 hours to discuss the letter, which was written to the Senate on Friday by President Bola Tinubu on the decisions taken by the regional body, the Senate asked ECOWAS and its leaders to strengthen political and diplomatic options and other means with a view to resolving the political impasse in Niger Republic. The Senate, while condemning the Niger coup in totality, commended the chairman, President Tinubu, and other heads of states of ECOWAS for their prompt response and the positions taken on what it described as the unfortunate development in Niger. However, an important part of that letter that was sent to them was not granted, right? So Sahara reporters had it that the closed-door executive session on Saturday, where the senators also prevailed on the Nigerian government to restore power to Niger Republic. They also learned that Tinubu's military option, on that option, some of the senators argued that the United States African Command already had a base in Niger Republic, and there was no need for Nigeria to deploy troops to please American and other Western countries. Now, why this is coming into this is there are people who argue that it would seem that ECOWAS and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as the chairman of ECOWAS, seems to be pandering to the desires of the USA and some other Western powers in the way the issue in Niger is being handled, especially with that resolution asking that should there be need, Nigerian soldiers should be sent. And those who say this say that it is not Nigeria's business. Neither is it the ECOWAS's business or even the United States or Western powers as to how a sovereign state like Niger chooses to run its country. And therefore, military option is certainly not the answer to that. A lot of Nigerians were happy when news emerged that the Senate discountenanced that and ruled against sending troops to Niger for different reasons. But the major concerns seem to be the safety of the lives of Nigerians who live in states like Borno, Yobe, Kebbi, I understand, Katsina, Kano, and some other northern states that share borders with Niger Republic. They say that having a situation of war in Niger would impact very significantly the lives of these Nigerians who will, whether you like it or not, be caught in the crossfire. As it stands, The Nigerian army, it was reported, I think, yesterday, soldiers of the Nigerian army are having issues going to a neighboring Niger community where they usually would go for their supplies to get the things that they need. They were refused entry following this altercation between Nigeria and Niger Republic. So soldiers in Maiduguri, for instance, in some innermost part of the state who are fighting Boko Haram would usually just cross over because of how close the border that Nigeria and Niger share. Would just cross over, get their supplies, come back. But since this altercation began, Nigerian soldiers were denied access into that town. I think it's in Boso in Niger Republic. And we know, of course, that there's been an ordering of closure of all the borders between Nigeria and the Niger Republic. We've seen all the other developments from this altercation. And this is one of the major ones because I'm sure you would agree that things would have ended up or taken a more different turn had the Nigerian Senate given its the go-ahead for troops to be deployed, Nigerian soldiers to be deployed. So a lot of people see this as a good thing that the Senate did. We had to start with the good thing. Now, to the other thing. Yesterday, there was a video that went viral. The video was from the session, I think, on Tuesday at the Senate. It had the Senate president presiding, and he said something quite interesting about allowances or a token that was sent to the National Assembly, particularly members of the Senate, so that they could enjoy their recess, which they're supposed to embark upon soon. And he's gotten serious knocks for that. Some Nigerians criticized Godswill Akpabio, the president of the Senate, after he revealed that senators have been sent monies to enable them enjoy their recess. In a video that went viral on Wednesday morning, Akpabio was heard saying that the clerk of the National Assembly had disbursed funds to all senators to enable them enjoy their holiday. I have that video and I will be sharing it with you in just a moment. But in reaction to that video, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, also known as HURIWA, has called for the impeachment of Godswill Akpabio, Senate President. And their reason, well, is that controversial video purportedly mentioning disbursement of funds to senators for their holiday. HURIWA has asked that the Senate President step aside and subject himself to investigation by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission for violating the relevant laws on lawful allowance, or for him to be impeached without further waste of time. HURIWA described the Senate under the leadership of Godswill Akpabio as sleepy, rudderless, cash-conscious, unpatriotic, and anti-poor, just as the rights group warned Nigerians to be ready for a long-drawn battle to safeguard democracy, because they say, as it is, the legislature and the judiciary are now both captives and political hostages of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In a statement that was released on Wednesday, HURIWA's national coordinator, Comrade Emmanuel Onwubiko, demanded immediate transparency and accountability, urging the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the ICPC, if those bodies are still awake to their responsibilities, to summon the Senate President for a thorough explanation. Do you think this is a bit too much? Or is it just enough? I'm going to play the video for you and other sound bites that I have, but we do have to take this commercial break. Afterwards, I will play first the viral video. And then a senator appeared on Channels Television yesterday. She had quite the interesting conversation with Seun Okinbaloye. I'll play excerpts of that video for you as well. And then we'll have our conversation. Don't go away.
Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste. With our unique expertise, we select fine quality tea leaves from selected tea gardens around the world. Experience Lipton Yellow Label's flavorful and balanced taste in every sip. Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste.
Cement PSA win with the King promo. From August 10 till reach 31st October 2023. Making a just continue to the buy Boa Cement and stand the chance to win one of the 4 MG5 executive saloon cars. The grand prize, through raffle draw, 16 millionaire dreams go come to reality. And 16 people go win 1 million naira each as consolation prizes for this Boa Cement win with the King promo. Tricycles, television set, generator, Boa branded t-shirt, Android phone, including rechargeable lamps. They are available for grabs. Cement worries, don't go. Lot of free Boa Cement bag. Also, they to support in a construction project. Na season of surplus free airtime for calls and data. Buy Boa Cement. Scratch the card where they inside to refill your price. Call the number on the scratch card. Making a call 0916-9981-648 or 0916-8948-542. Terms and conditions deal. Boa Cement, King of Strength. When Boa Cement PSA win with the King promo. From August 10 till reach 31st October 2023. Making a just continue to the buy Boa Cement and stand the chance to win one of the 4 MG5 executive saloon cars. The grand prize, through raffle draw, 16 millionaire dreams go come to reality. And 16 people go win 1 million naira each as consolation prizes for this Boa Cement win with the King promo. Tricycles, television set, generator, Boa branded t-shirt, Android phone, including rechargeable lamps. They are available for grabs. Cement worries, don't go. Lot of free Boa Cement bag. Also, they to support in a construction project. Na season of surplus free airtime for calls and data. Buy Boa Cement. Scratch the card where they inside to refill your price. Call the number on the scratch card. Making a call 0916-9981-648 or 0916-8948-542. Terms and conditions deal. Boa Cement, King of Strength.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher, a pilot, an astronaut.
Kids have big dreams, but a lack of iron in their diet could affect their brain development. That's why one sachet of Cerelac Junior provides 50% of their daily iron needs to help them learn to their full potential and fulfill their dreams.
A musician, an architect.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Titi, I'm leaving now. Make sure you use this hypo bleach sachet to wash all the clothes, clean the bathroom, mop the floors, and
Mommy, one sachet for all this plenty work?
Yes, sir. Introducing the Hypo Bleach 200 ml bigger sachet. The bigger sachet you've been waiting for. Now you can do more disinfecting, whitening, and cleaning for just 100 naira.
Bigger 200 ml Hypo sachet to do more housework.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Àsìkò rẹ ti tó láti di mílíọ̀nìà. Bí nǹkan ńlá ṣe fàjẹ́ nínú ìfitọrẹ àsùnwọ̀n Hope PS Bank ń fi mílíọ̀nù méjì náírà tọrẹ lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ sí àsùnwọ̀n ìkówósí Hope kí o fi ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà ṣe fàjẹ́. Ṣe ìdúnàdúrà lẹ́ẹ̀márùn-ún tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ kí o sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbésẹ̀ àti di mílíọ̀nìà. Láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, tẹ *569*9# lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ tàbí kó download app Hope Digital. O tún lè yẹ ìtàkùn ayélujára wa lórí www.hopepsbank.com. Àlàkalẹ̀ àti gbèdéke wà o. Hope oríire. Hope Bank ní gbogbo ìgbà.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? I'm in Biggie's world, where it seems like multiple stars are aligned for the ultimate showdown. I have to go. I have to go. Biggie is calling.
It's the return of your faves in the first ever Big Brother Naija All-Stars. Get ready for Edge of Your Seat drama, showing 24/7 on DSTV channel 198 and GoTV channel 49. Get and stay connected.
Big Brother Naija All-Stars. Headline sponsor, Money Point. Powering your dreams.
My dear.
Yes, dear.
Mo máa kọjá lágbègbè wọ̀ fún bí mo ṣe ń bọ̀ báyìí. Mo bá rí ọgbà estate ńlá kan tí wọ́n tún ṣe tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe rẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀. Ló bá kọ Rayfield Garden City Estate síwájú ẹ̀. Dear, àkókò nìyí fún wa náà láti donílé lórí.
Ṣé kìí ṣe èyí tó wà ní Christopher Adébáyọ̀ Àlàó Akálà ní GRA Àkóbọ̀ extension?
Òun náà ni.
My dear, ibẹ̀ yẹn rẹwà pọ̀ kódà ó wọ èmi gan lójú.
Ìrètí dé pẹ̀lú Fendini Homes. Kọ́ńtàlẹ́tù ní pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. Iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní.
Fendini Homes ti gbé ojúlówó ilé tó tayọ bẹ́ẹ̀ láwùjọ wa fún kó wa. Àwọn ilé àwòdàmì ẹnu bíi tòkè òkun tó bá gbà mú. Tó níye ju yàrá tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ pẹ̀lú iná tí kìí ṣẹ́jú. Àyè tún wà fáwọn olùdókòwò àtẹ̀yìn asọ̀gbẹ́dìgbòrò investors and sub-developers. O lè ra ilé tàbí gbé dúkìá kalẹ̀ sínú Rayfield Garden City Estate tó wà ní Christopher Adébáyọ̀ Àlàó Akálà GRA wọ̀ fún Àkóbọ̀ extension Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn. Ẹ kàn sí www.fendinihomes.com tàbí 09029413968 08073454767. Kàn sí Fendini Homes fún ìgbé ayé tó dára.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Have you thought of studying abroad and you want to make this a reality? Mark your calendars on 14th August. University of Chester, UK is coming to our city. Join us at Cotton Gate Exclusive Hotel Conference Hall, Ibadan, for a life-changing opportunity to pursue your dreams. The University of Chester offers over 300 courses covering health, engineering, business, nursing, and more. Very competitive tuition fees and guaranteed scholarships as well. A safe, serene study environment. So come and talk to us on the 14th of August at Carton Gate Exclusive Hotel Conference Hall, Ibadan, Nigeria, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 070-8923-0020 for more information. That is 070-8923-0020. See you there.
Bàbá, ẹ dákun a fẹ́ wọnú ẹgbẹ́ àgbà. Àìsàn abáàdì tí ń ṣọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ó ti lo gbogbo oògùn. Ó ní ọlọ́rìí fẹsẹ̀ létọ̀ọ́. Lóòótọ́ làwọn àìsàn afinni nàkànàkàn bẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n bá rọ́ọ̀lù yàn pẹ́rẹ́ fúnra oníkọ́ ní ọ̀fẹ́ máa fẹnu ara rẹ̀ pẹ́kú. Aṣíwájú elégbòogi herbal therapy lọ́nà àbáyọ bírú ẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ wulẹ̀ po kámbáàdì mu nítorí àìsàn tí òjú tásíwájú elégbòogi ó tán pẹ́pẹ́ dànù. Àwọn irinṣẹ́ àgbàlódé ló sẹ̀ ti kalẹ̀ yìí tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ fi ṣàyẹ̀wò kí wọ́n lè mọ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lágọ̀ọ́ ara gan lábẹ́ ìdarí akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ medical consultant tó dúró tán. Gbàgàdà lọ́fíìsì wá sí dàálẹ̀ látàgò 9 àárọ̀ sí 4 àrọ̀lẹ́ lọ́jọ́ Monday sí Friday, aago 9 àárọ̀ sí 3 ọ̀sán ni lọ́jọ́ Saturday. 49 Sango UI Road beside Fat Oil Filling Station opposite Sango Police Station, Ibadan. 0802-223-3370 0802-223-3370. Ẹ dúró gbé gbogbo ẹ̀sán tí ń jẹ kòbókò lọ́wọ́ aṣíwájú elégbòogi herbal therapy.
Splash FM 105.5.
Thank you so much for staying with Splash 105.5. It's 8:22. You're listening to Beyond the Surface. My name is Charity Jerome. We're streaming live on YouTube. You don't usually hear us say this a lot, but well, Facebook's not working, so YouTube is where to go if you want to join in on our live stream. Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan Live. Go to YouTube and put that in the search button. It will take you directly to the live stream. Again, what you should search for is Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan Live on YouTube, not Facebook. We're working hard to be back with our streaming on Facebook, but for now, YouTube is the go-to place. Before the break, we're talking about the activities of the Senate in the past 1 week. I told you how it was reported that the Senate refused to pass a resolution sending or authorizing military action in Niger Republic. The Senate said the U.S. forces already have a base in Francophone countries, so the ECOWAS shouldn't do that. So that was a plus. A lot of people regarded it as a good step that the Nigerian Senate took. Also this week, we saw the Senate in another imbroglio with the Senate president right at the center of it. And I did say that I will be sharing the video with you after the break. The Senate president, Godswill Akpabio, was seen informing his colleagues that a token had been sent to their accounts to help them enjoy their recess. Let me help put this in proper perspective for you. This 10th Senate, National Assembly, were inaugurated less than 2 months ago. So basically, they've worked so far for just around 2 months. I mean, it would be 2 months on the 13th of August, right? And I mean, worked is going there, doing the arguments and passing resolutions. The biggest thing that we've seen them do so far is the screening of the ministerial nominees. And we saw how that went, really. All of us did. But following all this hard work they've been putting in, they're so tired they need to go on recess. But that's not the only one. To enable them enjoy the recess, they got prayers in their inbox. Now, interpret that how you would, but I'm going to let you listen to the voice of the Senate president in addressing his colleagues and telling them about this latest development, right? So here's Senator Godswill Akpabio, and this is the video that caused ruckus on the internet yesterday.
In order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a token has been sent to our various accounts by the clerk of the National Assembly. I withdraw that statement. In order to allow you to enjoy your holiday, the Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes. To assist you to go on a safe journey and return. This Senate.
So basically that's it. My biggest question is, why do you think he retracted? Now, there are lots of speculation on the internet. Some people said he was just informed that the session was still live and it was being streamed live on television. He wasn't aware of that, so he needed to save face and take it back. Some other people have said, well, there's nothing to apologize to Nigerians about. The senators are themselves entitled to such allowances and packages. We know this before now. So what's all the uproar about? One of the senators appeared on a television program yesterday on Channels Television, and she was asked about this latest developments, and she had quite a lot to say. And I'll be sharing some of that with you. Well, particularly, she was asked if she had received any payment, and she said that she had checked her inbox a couple of times up until the time she was having that interview, that nothing had come in. Let me also add that she's a first-time senator, and she's also an opposition senator. She's a senator who got elected under the platform of the Labour Party. She was then asked what she thinks about how the Senate operates and what she would do differently if she had her way. And these were her words.
Truthfully, we cannot continue like this. I was hoping that things would change with this election. It doesn't seem to have much, but we're all new. The president is new, so maybe he still has other things to do. Some of the things that I would do, for one thing, that I think would help, and this is my utopian view of Nigeria, You're telling me if I had my way what I would do. I can tell you some of the things I would do. I would insist that all government vehicles be bought. The vehicles must have been assembled in Nigeria. That will go a long way to improving productivity in Nigeria. For one thing, Innocent, perhaps Volkswagen and Peugeot, and maybe even Toyota might decide that it's worth their while to set up an assembly plant here. Certain things like tin tomatoes, a few local things should not be imported. Yes, we would have a short period of some kind of inconvenience, but those are the things that will bring down the dollar to naira and that will also help grow our economy. Those are some of the things that I would do. I personally ride a 1986 car. I'm not particular about vehicles. As long as it moves, it's fine with me. So I am not, but as you can see, whenever people talk about us Labour senators, there are only 8 of us. And in a democracy, the minority will have their say, but at the end of the day, the majority will have their way. We will make changes that we can make, but we're also new in the Senate. We're trying to find our feet. We're trying to get to know the run of the place. So they have to give us a little bit of time to see the impact that we can make as well.
She also spoke on some sacrifices that she thinks that the National Assembly can make, and this was what she had to say regarding that.
As I tightening my belt, I will tighten my belt. Starting forward, we've started off trying to get offices and things, but generally, I have my personal salary put in a separate account, which I'm going to be using for people of the FCT. I do make a lot of personal sacrifices even before getting to the Senate. But as I said, I'm only one person. I'm looking forward to passing certain bills that make a lot of difference to the FCT.
She's tightening her belt. She's done that even before she came into the Senate. For those of you who watched the screening, not ministerial screening, the screening of ministerial nominees, you would notice that quite a couple of them, especially senators, were asked to take a bow and go. As a sitting senator, she was asked if she thought that that was the best way of interviewing the people that would be in charge of driving our whole, progress in the next couple of years. And if the Senate did a good job with the screening, especially when you consider the whole take a bow and go tradition that the Senate has standing. And, well, I'll just let you listen to what her response was.
So I am one of the people who believe that taking a bow is wrong, and we should have been given the opportunity to have more in-depth questioning of them. But as you know, as I keep telling you, the majority will have their way. And at the end of the day, even asking questions, people think, I get emails from people saying, you didn't complain, you didn't do this, you didn't say that. But the truth is, you can only speak on the floor of the Senate when you are given permission to speak. So, or you can only ask questions, you can only say anything when you are given the floor to speak. So, yes, things could be different, but they were not. Going forward, for one thing, I think that we should have had less ministers, not more, because I feel that the economy is not strong enough for a more expanded cabinet. I think it should have been a smaller one. But at the end of the day, I'm not the president. All these things are his prerogative. These things are our opinion.
I enjoyed listening to the senator. She's a first-time senator representing the FCT. She's originally a civil engineer before she became a politician. Her name is Ireti Kingibe. And perhaps for me, the high point of this interview was when she thought to clarify what she thinks was a misconception on the part of Nigerians. Recall a week ago, I think around a week ago too, the whole country was, when I say the whole country, I mean on the internet, there was uproar as to that video that emanated from the Senate showing what looked like the senators and the Senate president mocking Nigerians with the let the poor breathe thing. They were seen passing a resolution to allow poor Nigerians breathe. And I recall that a lot of you thought it was an insult, that they were mocking us. They couldn't relate to how we felt because of the opulence and the luxury that they live with or in. Well, she had something to say to clarify that. And she says it's actually not what we think.
One senator had brought a motion asking that as a Senate, we should tell the National Electricity Regulation Commission that they must not do the 40% increase and he was the one who first brought up the Nigerians have been inundated with a lot of things. They need to be allowed to breathe. So the Senate president just reiterated what he said by saying that Nigerians need to breathe. So in truth, he wasn't making fun of Nigerians. He was only just repeating what that senator said in asking that we must not allow the increase in electricity tariffs.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a lot on the plate this morning. I've dished out all of it, and I'm now ready to hear what you have to say. Having heard all of this, from Huriwa to Kingibe to the National Assembly, Senate President, everything, let me know. Let's talk about it now, right? 0809-155-1055, 0706-949-3000, and 0805-699-8678. Remember also that we're streaming live on YouTube, Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan Live. That's how you get across to us on YouTube. Hello, good morning.
My sister, good morning.
Good morning.
It's a real surprise.
What is?
This country is finished. This country is finished. I'm telling you.
Why do you say so?
I really sit down, I meditate. For my own, I even prefer many to intervene. You see, these people call themselves senators and the representatives. You know what's happened in Anambra State, where the hoodlums burned one house of representatives. They burned his house down because they are not doing the needful. They are out there to embezzle our money. They're pocketing their money with them, their family. People are suffering. If this government that are giving Nigeria life, if they're giving us 7 lives, I bet you, all kind of people will reach. Many people will go back to their normal businesses, but they refuse to give us life. They give outsiders life. Give us good road. It is what we are crying for. We have bad leaders in this country. Who will be our savior in this country? Who will be our savior? I wish all of us would come out and fight all these people. They are killing us. I'm tired. I don't know what to say again.
Okay. Diego, thanks for calling. Okay, thanks for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Chacha.
Good morning, sir. Always a pleasure. Please go ahead.
On the audio about Akpabio, what I want you to know is that it has become tradition in the National Assembly. Sharing and sharing. It's not just a new thing. It's been there for long. Remember when Oshiomhole on television said he made empty office? He was lambasted at the Assembly. They blasted him that it's really secret. So that's their secret. That's what they are doing. Now, and we are all guilty of this. The fact during the campaign, example, why appointing people, select people, and taking money from them is a problem. But I have a solution. You know what?
What?
Let us restructure Nigeria. Let us restructure resource control for the state. Let the state control their own. There be little money at the center. Well, mind you, there is too much money at the center. That's why the thing is happening. So let us let the state control their resources and take just 5% to the center. At the end of the day, there will be no money at the center, and only people who receive will go there. That's the way out. Let us restructure. Good morning, Kaka.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much. He says we are all just as culpable. Do you agree? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Tasha. Hi, Mr. Sean.
He's fine. Good morning. What's your name? I can see that you're calling from outside the country. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Adewale.
All right, Adewale, where are you reaching us from?
Hello. From the Kingdom.
Okay, great. Nice to have you. Please go ahead.
Well, yeah, I listened to the interview by Sean Okubaloye and what the lady has to say. I mean, the Reti candidate. It's just quite unfortunate. And I know these people that have been doing us, they are still the same category of people. And we cannot expect anything different from the same people who have been wrecking the country over the years. One thing I know for sure is until there is punishment for any wrongdoing, until there is impeachment or punishment, you're not going to go anywhere. These are the same people. They're not there for us. They are there for their own selfish mission. And it's quite unfortunate that we, ourselves, the citizens, comply with what they do. Let me give you an example. If Fabio is my uncle and he's paying for my fees abroad, am I going to say he's a bad person? Am I going to say, he should be removed? Definitely, I'm part of the corruption, everything that is out there, because I cannot speak to the truth. So if any of those in government, I'm benefiting from them, then I'm corrupt myself.
All right.
That is how it is.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. He agrees that we also are culpable. Hello?
Good morning. It's Eze.
Hi, Eze. Good morning. Thanks for calling.
Yes, we're not surprised at what happens in National Assembly, but it's actually political will. Can we reduction in the cost of governance? If you're going to have that, you have a bill passed. Who's going to pass the bill? Still the National Assembly members. And this is a house where people retire as governors. So it's going to be that norm continuously, except we have reduction in cost of governance and we have just one chamber, or we have them as part-time. The same question I'm asking Chacha, who's going to do it? Still being a National Assembly member. Now, I love what that woman said. She said she could have made a difference, but she's just a minority. So when you have other Labour Party who came in by virtue of P2B, now they are part of National Assembly, they're going to remain silent. They can't fight. They are toothless bulldogs among many who would want to get rid of the Nigerian purse. So it's all about political will. There's nothing we can do as masses. Moreover, these guys are elected from the masses. So if we are saying, when we find ourselves there, are we not going to be worse? Let us just say like that.
Thank you.
Need the political will to reduce the cost of governance. And who will do that?
The National Assembly.
Be brave enough to make cease our life. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Eze. Thanks for calling. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Calling from
You're welcome. Please go ahead.
I want to be in line with what the AC just said now. If we want to move forward in this part of the world, we need to change our mindset. I don't see our politicians as a real problem. We, the follower, we are also the problem. We are contributing to the situation of Nigeria. Because the kind of mentality we have, we worship these politicians a lot. When we are benefiting from them, we don't see any wrong thing in what they do. But when we don't benefit from them, it is then we will now be calling radio station, we will now be lodging complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to all the government apparatus. If you see a lot of atrocities that are going on over there, we are just looking at the politicians of Nigeria. What about we civil servants? What about the clergy? What about the Mamaloja, Yaloja who are selling pepper? Do you know the atrocities that those ones are also committing day by day? So that we don't look at them. They are not public figures. That's why we don't focus them.
Okay.
Nigerian mentality needs to be changed completely.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are guilty of that.
Okay.
We need to change our mindset. We need to have the positive mind towards the development of this
country. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It seems like the general consensus, at least what I'm hearing from you all, is that we are equally as culpable. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sasha.
Hi, good morning, Mr. SB. You're welcome. Please go ahead quickly.
Yeah. This is the era of another government, like it happened in the days of General Gowon. Do you know what happened that time? They will tell you, money is not our problem, but how to spend it. I think that is what is playing out at the National Assembly. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. But we do know that money is our problem. We're being asked to sacrifice.
Yeah, good morning, Charity.
Hi, Ahmed. Good morning. Go ahead, please. Welcome.
Grandpa SB Abodun is one of my favorite callers. He always crack me up. Yeah, Chacha, you just being sarcastic regarding that senator work hard.
But they are hard workers now. They've been working for you. You know, like they've been killing themselves with work. So they need to take care of themselves as well.
That terrible screening that they had some days ago, that screening, they're not really serious, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm not really surprised about the talking.
All right. Ahmed, I'm sorry. I've been told that my time is up and I do have to go. Apologies for that. And to you, if you're still on the phone lines, that's all the time I have this morning. Basharion on YouTube says, once again, good morning. The legislative chamber, both red and green houses, are the major problems in this country. It lacks good representation. Quite unfortunate. Indeed, it is. Thank you so much for being a part of our show this morning. I hope that you go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day and have a productive one. My name is Charity Jerome. Bye-bye.
Splash FM 105.5.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities and how does Colgate protect my teeth?